Okay. Herzlich willkommen zu einem weiteren Angespielt auf meinem Kanal. Heute mit Broken Roads, der Demo. Ja. Das war, glaube ich, so ein Aufbauspiel, wenn ich mich recht entsinne. Durch die Gegend wandern, Ressourcen sammeln, aufbauen. Ne? Gucken wir am besten gleich mal rein. Dann wissen wir wieder, was das war. Ich habe etliche Demos runtergeladen gehabt, deswegen weiß ich jetzt nicht mehr, welche das war. Also ganz genau nicht. Los geht's.
My nan called it the end of time. Dad called it a waste of good beer. Me, I called it another day in bloody paradise. It's been 100 years, more or less, since society had its last hurrah. We've rebuilt, sometimes better, sometimes worse, with nothing but hardjacker and the sweat off our backs. There's been bloodshed too, of course. People who will always be willing to kill for what they didn't earn. But that's not most of us. We're the farmers, the brewers, the protectors and the builders. The people who keep this great land connected, one town at a time. So you survive. You make do. You live with tough choices and you don't look back. Because the next town is 200 kilometers away, and mate, you passed the last refuge 3 days ago. There's no good or evil, no right or wrong. Only the path you choose to travel down these broken roads.
So, was man sagen wollte, ist, der Weg ist das Ziel, ne? Okay, yeah. So, welcome to the Steam demo of Broken Roads. We are delighted to present the current state of the game, but there's still some time before release. This experience and many gameplay elements will be subject to change over the coming month. We'd love to hear your feedback via our Discord or the form on our website. Okay, they have a website. Every bug you find helps us make a better game, and of course, wishlist Broken Roads if you haven't already. Now, quit reading this rubbish and get stuck into it. Yeah. Okay. The Drop Bear Bites team. So, this is our dude at the beginning, I think. Yeah. Maybe not. Okay. Hired gun. What? He grew up with a gun in your hand. If you wanted to eat, you shoot what your parents told you to shoot. Starvation is a powerful motivator. It was that simple. They hired you out when you were in your teens, telling clients that a hungry kid shoots better. After a few years, you worked up the courage to run away, and you crossed the outback to make a life for yourself. You've even earned a bit of a reputation. That's why you weren't surprised when you were offered the possibility of a long-term gig with the Scouts at Belly Hall. It's a mad world out there, and instead of trying to make sense of it, you've carved your place in it. You'll be damned if anyone thinks you just quit. Okay. Haben wir all diese Möglichkeiten? Do we have all those possibilities to start? Nah, I don't think so. Okay. So, what do we have in the ready game? Okay, that's farmer thing. This could be the trader. Wait. What's that? Oh, mechanic. Okay. Okay, then let's start hired gun. Yeah. Okay, do this. Him. Do they have different states? I don't know. Let's take this one, right? Let's go. Introduction to the moral compass. Oh, that we have, huh? Machiavellian, nihilist, humanist, utilitarian. I would say we should be around this way in the end. Utilitarian and humanist, right? If you want to be good people. Okay. The moral compass shows a 360-degree view of possible dialogue options, attitudes you can hold, and decisions that you can make throughout your journey. It's divided into 4 parts: utilitarian, nihilist, Machiavellian, and humanist, with a golden arc representing your bold view, often overlapping different quadrants. Where a decision lies, it's not always clear cut, and the borders matter. It's entirely possible to be a utilitarian focused on the greater good for all, which will suit options in that quadrant close to the humanist border. Okay. Likewise, you can be within the utilitarian quadrant, but tending far more to focus on the interests of your own group, with the decisions tending towards Machiavellian border. Broken roads doesn't reduce things to simple right and wrong, or good and evil, and this is reflected in how you can handle the scenarios you face on the journey. your new worldview. The golden arc in the center presents your worldview. Each decision you make can affect your position on the compass, rotating the worldview slightly towards the decision you have made. At the center of the compass are the brightly illuminated area of moral tendencies, which allow your character to make lower level moral decisions or expressions of ideas that would otherwise fall outside of their worldview. Note that the further a decision is from the center of your worldview, the larger impact it will have on shifting it. Okay. So this will have not a lot impact, but this even more, right? Where was? Plus, the more decisions you make close to the center of your worldview, the more narrow-minded you will become, allowing you to make higher-level decisions. Conversely, selecting a wider range of choices will make you broad-minded, often allowing more options but making certain higher-level decisions and more traits perks unique to the characters of particular alignment that can affect dialogue or combat skills unavailable. So like this one is out of reach because we have this too wide spread, right? Okay. Next. The 4 moral quadrants. Humanist. Each person's dignity matters most. I choose all meaning and those what matters. But what is inalienable is that every person hath worth. Worth? For the humanists, each person's dignity matters most, simply through existing as a being experiencing the world. Utilitarian, everyone's happiness combined matters most. The greatest good for the greatest number. I believe that everyone's happiness combined matters most, and this can justify causing harm or suffering depending on the outcome. The needs of the many outweighs the needs of your few, oder so, ne? Machiavellian, my group matters most. Because I'm the king. The ends justifies the means if it favors our pursuit and maintenance of power. As a Machiavellian, my group matters most, regardless of the cause of others. Nihilist, I matter most. Given there's nothing outside of each individual human experience, nothing ultimately matters, and that doesn't bother me. Thus, for the nihilist, I matter most. BMW drivers? Okay. Yeah. Good. Question. You just picked up a job to escort a captured thief. You get to talking, and he tells you the sad tale of how he came to capture it. Sounds like he was not really the perp and actually makes a pretty good case for his innocence. He begs you to free him. He was not really the perp. Okay. Let him free. You argue his case and at least prevent an innocent man from enduring mob justice. There will always be more jobs down the track. Nihilist. You've been paid to do a job and you plan to see it through, despite his appeal and potential innocence. Prioritize your reputation and ensure you get paid. Money is not everything in the world. Utilitarian. Promise him you plead his case. It doesn't serve anyone's interests to execute an innocent man. And it doesn't serve you if he is in fact guilty. The best you can do is assure justice and your reputation stays intact. Yeah. Okay. Tell him to make you an offer. You reputation. You won't get the other half of your pay if you get to Brookton without him, and if you help him escape, your reputation has a hard gun could take a hit. Yeah. So I have to choose, right? I would say I take the utilitarian. This case. So saying, hey, Mr. Judge, I think he's innocent. Right. Second question. After a series of raids and caravans passing near your home, you put together a scouting party. You've caught a bandit leader and one of his raiders. The leader pleads for release, pledging to comply with your terms. Do you free him? My English is so bad that I have problems to understand this question the right way, I think. When I have the leader of the bandits, you know? He pleads for release. Does it mean he wanna pay or what? Execute them both on the spot. Better not to have that kind of headache. Understandable. Take him back to town to stand trial. This is not your call to make. Yeah, sounds reasonable. Escort them far away, warning that if you catch them here again, they're dead. Yeah, that would be almost okay, I think. tell him that you let one of them go free, him or his raider, and he got to choose which one lives. Woo. That is not such a good choice, right? I take this. Okay. Question number 3. A nearby town set has a new chief, and he's starting to flex his muscles. He sends an envoy with a threat: pay tribute or suffer his wrath. He clearly has the military strength to back it up. Do you pay? That's the nearest. If he thinks he can take it, let him come. You're not scared of his threats. Thing is, on the one hand, you should not support such people, right? On the other hand, it could cost a lot of lives. It's a hard decision to make. Negotiate with the envoy and escort him back. Conceal your top fighters follow in town. Publicly execute the envoy, displaying his head on a spike. Warn the others to surrender their chief or face the same fate. Ooh. That's very direct approach. Send scouts to see if he can enforce his demands. If he can, pay up. If he can't, send him a mocking reply and dare him to take it. Unitarian, send an envoy in return to try to negotiate it with the chief. War hurts everyone, and maybe you can work out a way to be of mutual benefit. That's... If this new chief is a wise man, he would consider it to stay peaceful, but there will be tensions, definitely, right? There's an old saying for that. Don't kill the envoy, right? Yeah, I think I will take that one. And prepare my people for a war. So, question. A child in the village has started showing symptoms of a plague. The town chooses to quarantine him and his family, but you caught him sneaking out of the house to play with other kids. What now? Let him go with a warning? If he's contagious, you're all infected now too. If he's not, no harm done. Yeah. Sort of. Rally some neighbors. The evict the entire family from the town. Make an example of their carelessness. Rally some neighbors and evict entire family from town. Okay. It's not a nice decision, but if they just send him out, it's maybe okay. Send him back to his house under careful guard. The whole family will have to leave town if they continue to put everyone at risk. To them to his house and explain to the family what will happen to the town if they are all infected. Make them see the reason. Yes. Question number 5. You've been captured by people who've clearly gone mad. Finding yourself in a pen along with a Dew farmer you've met before. Mercenary stripped of his weapons and a terrified young family. The captors assemble a massive pyre, indicating their intent for a twisted sacrifice. Noticing a guard's distraction is certain you can escape on your own, but every person you bring with you increases the chances you get caught. Takes advantage of the distraction to try to get everyone out, saving as many as you can. These are really hard decisions to make, right? Slip away on your own, the others will simply have to fend for themselves. Convince the merc to come with you. The Dew farmer can likely find his own way out, but the family will be nothing but liability. The thing is, families in that cases make most problems, right? Child makes noises, someone stumbled. It's always in the films that way, right? So why shouldn't be in the game that way? Get the family out first. The order captives should be able to handle themselves. And the other, okay. Nah. Nope. This mercenary is a good choice to take him with you. In that case, right? He could overwhelm one of those. That's a really hard decision to make. Everyone to get out, yeah, would have his benefits too. More people in the own settling, you know. That all these family first. No, I know that sounds hard, but if they get caught, no one gets out. That may be the only chance to get out. Everyone or just in work, and maybe the former. To take everyone out could take too long. I have to go with that.